Yeah.
We got at least one.
Checking all the boxes.
It's a diverse group. We gave him his own Bud Light after the first week. We put his face on a can.
Do you have any beer in here?
Yeah, you want a beer?
I'd take a light beer.
Okay, let's get some Bud Lights. Let's do this.
Yeah.
In support of Bud Light in their time of stress.
Let's be allies by getting a little day drunk.
We're going to be allies.
Yeah.
You know, because Kid Rock and Travis Tritt have put the fucking hammer down.
I know. They were really fucking fighting the good fight, man.
Here's my take.
Okay.
Like, what you're doing, what they're doing is just spreading the brand to an extra group of people.
Yeah.
Why, if something is good, do you give a fuck who's got it? Like, would we do this with cheesecake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was like a bomb-ass cheesecake and all of a sudden, you know, some radical group like Antifa really got into the cheesecake, we'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And if the Cheesecake Factory sent Antifa a cheesecake, you know, for 10 more years of chaos, you know, like a celebratory.
Yeah. If only ISIS had Bear Claw donuts, I'm still eating those fucking donuts.
But on the other hand, I loved Kid Rock's video because I love that. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
I love that kind of thinking. Not even that I agree with it. I like wild people.
Yeah,
I like
raising hell, man.
I like a dude who takes a machine gun to a stack of Bud Lights and is like, fuck Anheuser-Busch.
This'll show up.
But, I mean, where's he going to go now? You going to go to Coors?
Miller Lite.
Don't they all support, like, LBGTQ plus AI, whatever the hell else they're attaching to issues? They all do.
I mean, I'm from Colorado, and Coors has had those rainbow cans forever.
Fucking Shane Gillis is heartbroken.
I was with him.
Favorite beer.
I was opening for him last weekend.
This is what sucks. He drinks Bud Light every time he does Protect Our Parks. Those things have fucking millions of views.
I know.
Where's his can of beer?
He did not. He was not. He said the exact same thing.
He's problematic.
Oh yeah, he's an issue, man.
He's an issue, being one of the funniest fucking human beings alive on planet Earth,
and also generous and community minded.
Great guy.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they won't give him a Bud Light.
They should give him some lips.
If they were smart, they would send Shane a Bud Light with his face on it too. Yeah. Say we love everybody.
Well, the can's not big enough to fit his face.
That's true.
It's a big round head.
You could put like half of his face, like a, like an artsy thing.
Right. Yeah. Then you have to put them all together. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
Did you get a left side of the face or the right side?
Bud Light sponsors the moon.
So if you're two-fisting, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, man. I think that it's crazy when people get upset about that stuff, because the people who get upset about that stuff value liberty and freedom so much, and they want to live their lives undeterred by anyone's rules.
But they think that the company that they like is giving into the woke agenda. That's what it is.
There's no woke agenda.
Well, they think there is in like movies and television and media and commercials. And they're worried about it in universities. They're worried about it in schools and high schools and grammar schools. They're worried about it because there is some evidence that some people do try to indoctrinate children into views that maybe don't align with the parents' views, right? Who's right and who's wrong, that's up to interpretation. But the question is, like, is it appropriate for someone to be giving their politics or their cultural values that may be opposite of the cultural values of the parents? Is it appropriate for this person who spends probably more time during the day with your kid than you do, to do that to your kids all day long?
What about religion, though? Because you're indoctrinating your kids before they have any say in that.
Maybe your kids are atheists and they go to school. It's still, you're talking about public school.
Right.
Like everybody, like you're going to have kids that are all sorts of religions in those public schools and all sorts of non-religions. So it's going to be a bunch of different flavors of atheism.
Well, I'm just saying people
agnostics or people who just aren't religious at all. They don't. Those kids are going to school too.
Right.
And if they're getting indoctrinated and they don't want to be, that's the question. It's not saying that it happens all the time. There's just enough evidence of it where there's plenty of videos of people actually doing it. Like Project Veritas got a bunch of them, and there's, the libs of TikTok got a bunch of them. It's like it's really a thing with some people that teach school, but not most of them. Most of them are great people who are educators in what they're trying to do, and what they get satisfaction out of if they're good is they try to educate kids, and they want them to have a good experience. So they look back and they remember Mrs. Wilson's class? She was fucking awesome. Like this is one teacher that I had in high school. I wish I could remember her name, but everybody went to her because she would